Hey, my name is Chad. This video, I want to see if I cannot figure out what is going on with my Kestrel. So if you have watched some of my match review videos, you've probably heard me talk about how sometimes I am getting some inconsistent numbers with this. And I want to come out here today to my range area where I can set up a few things and let's do some tests with this and see if I can identify what the problem is. I spoke to Kestrel. I do have an RA number, so if it turns out that it's like an internal issue and something is actually wrong with the software or hardware inside this, I'm going to get it sent off and corrected, but I want to eliminate a few possibilities and see if it's something that I am doing and try to correct it. I also found a way, they told me how to do a soft reset, so we might try that, see if kind of going back to a reset position on it will make it start working more correctly. What I'm thinking is either my cell phone that's usually in my pocket or possibly even my rifle chassis, but that doesn't make much sense because most everybody's using a chassis rifle and they don't seem to have the problems that I'm having with my Kestrel. Or it is my dope card holder. So this dope card holder, it uses a metal plate and there are two little magnets right in here. So it's possible they're not super strong magnets, but they're strong enough. So it's possible that even though I try to keep away from it, maybe I'm getting closer than I think I am, and those magnets are throwing off the compass calibration here on my Kestrel. So what we're going to do to start out, let's take a look at some of this here. Okay, so we're going to go to the main screen here to start out. Going to go down to our system and we are going to do a compass calibration, and this will get us at a good start position here. Okay, so calibration complete. Now we're going to go back to home screen. We're going to use our quick access button and we're going to see. So that's going to tell us north, right about there, which is close, but I don't quite think that's 100% north, but we're going to go ahead and mark off north, south, east, and west with some flags. And then we're going to do some testing, get it close to different things, and see what causes it to get out of whack and get these numbers to not lining up to what they're showing now. So we'll come back after I get that done. Okay, so I've set up a couple flags. I've got one there at what is showing at 0 approximately, so straight north. And then one over here, what it's showing me to be east. One behind me at south. And one here at west. So the idea here is I'm using the directions on the Kestrel for 0, 90, 180, and 270 degrees. I've tried to mark them out. I gave myself two flags there and there to compare readings from. Right now they're reading at about 26 and 65. So what I'm going to do now, do a little bit of testing, get this closer to different things and see when it starts changing the degrees. So first that I'm going to test is obviously the thing I'm most concerned about, which is going to be these magnets. Okay, so that's still giving me north there. Now it's telling me that I'm looking south. Okay, wow. So that might be where my problem is. Okay, so I've shown this off before. It's my MK Machining dope card holder. So metal card and magnets back there. So you can see they're just mounted right in here. But let's take a look here. So you can see we're showing, a low degree here, like in the 0s to 20s. All right. And then let's get closer up here. So we're north, now we're southwest. Now we're at 170, we're 180 degrees from where it should be. Getting that close. So it's still facing north, but the compass thinks it's facing south. So then as I get away from it, we're back to north. which is correct. So getting about right there, it is completely changing, telling me it's facing south at 182 degrees, right at 180 degrees now. And then as I back up away from it, I'm at 343, which is closer. And now that I get back here, a little past scope distance away, it's back to giving me where I'm at. So it's entirely possible that I've been closer to magnets than I thought I was, but that's good to know. So as you can see, just resting it on my rifle, I'm not having the issue getting my phone close to it. That looks like that's putting a little bit of a change on it, but very, very little. And that could just be me twitching slightly. So that's giving me like a 2-degree change. But the closer I get to these magnets, now that's 30 degrees off. And now it's 180 degrees off. So that's what's causing the issue. So I'm getting too close to my magnets, and that is causing my issue. So maybe that is the cause. So sometimes when I'm running around, I try to stay consciously, like at least have this an arm's length away from that side of my rifle. But it's entirely possible I've set it down too close to it before and not realized. Or maybe somebody else at the match has a magnet and I'm standing close to them and I don't realize it. And that's been throwing me off. So it's good to find this out, that I can eliminate that. I think I'll do a little more testing and just see, make sure that holds true, see if I can eliminate any other possibilities, but from what I can tell, that should be it. I may try the hard reset, which is fairly easy. So if you wanted to know, so here on the bottom of your Kestrel, you've got the lock here. So just slide that over and open up the battery door. And what they said you want to do is take the battery out and then hold the power button for 30 seconds with the battery out. Then reinstall the battery, obviously put your cover back on to keep it sealed up, and then reinitialize. I am going to assume that's probably going to wipe everything that's in here, so I'd have to like reload my gun profile, which should be saved to the Kestrel app. So if you're going to try this, make sure you've got all of your data saved and it's not just here on your Kestrel. But I may have figured it out. So I'm going to find my other dope card holder and put that on, come out here tomorrow without this magnet anywhere close to it. See if I get good numbers then. If I do, we might be in business. And I finally figured out what is causing me to have considerable headache with this thing. All right, we'll do a little more testing, see how it goes. Okay, we're back out here the next day. There was a pretty good size update for the Kestrel that was on my phone yesterday. So when I got home last night, I went ahead and downloaded the update and sent it over to this thing. I did also at that time go ahead and pull the battery and hold down the power button and do the soft reset. Come back out here today and everything seems to be holding in the same position except for one direction. So let's try to take a look at this. It got really windy today and it is just whipping around right here, but I want to try to show you this and see if I can make it apparent what the issue is. Pretty much north is right there where that flag was yesterday, so that should be accurate. Let's try to face south, which should be close to where this flag down here is. So remember, south should be about 180 degrees. Show me 150 there. Okay, so now saying south is right there, which feels more accurate for what I know north and south to be in this area. But if that's south, a direct turn would make my rifle facing more north, but it thinks that is 30 degrees angled to the right. Okay, so this stick here, I set it facing with what this is showing north to be. So south, I should be able to set directly 180 degrees and it still be in the straight direction. So let's see what we get here. So now we're going to shift around. I'm going to say that's telling me about 190. So honestly, I don't know. I thought I had this figured out and it seemed to have been working better. As soon as I turned the camera on to try and show off that I got it hopefully fixed, it just starts jumping all over the place. So I don't know if it's because it is like rather cold and really unpleasant out here right now, but it seems like facing south, it is thrown out of whack. It does a little bit better with the back facing north, but I don't know. It's like, okay, I don't know what to trust on this. So I might have to just send it in. I'll email them again this evening or tomorrow. And if they think it sounds like something more internal, then I'll send it in and we'll see what we can find out. But if I get time before it gets too dark, I want to try to run out to the road, see if I can hit my target at 500 with the numbers it gives me. And, you know, I mean, that's the real test. If I can get good data off of it, then, you know, maybe I'm just overthinking the degrees that it's telling me. And I more need the general direction, not the exact degree to be correct. So as long as it's giving me the correct solution for my scope adjustments, then I think we'll be all right. So let's see if I can get this other project done out here, and then we'll run out to the road, take a few shots, see if we can hit some steel. But if you got any ideas on what I could try to make my Kestrel a little more consistent, or am I being too worried about small changes in numbers on the degree setting on here, and it's really not that important. If you got any ideas on that, please let me know. Drop them in the comments down below. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I look at this as a tool that is supposed to give good, accurate information. So I want to be able to trust that the numbers it gives me are the most accurate possible. So right now, I may be overanalyzing and overthinking myself into a hole, or I might have a problem with it. So one way or another, I'm going to keep going until I get this figured out. But if you do have any ideas or suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. I really want to get this figured out and help myself to get over this mental block that I've got with this thing and move on to the next hurdle that I need to get better at. So thanks for watching my video trying to diagnose and correct what I think is wrong with my Kestrel. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, leaves a comment, make sure you're subscribed. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you later. Bye.